Cutting your sales cycle in half sounds pretty impossible, right? But that's exactly what Sandler Trading did with HubSpot. They used Breeze, HubSpot's AI tools, to tailor every customer interaction without losing their personal touch. And the results were pretty incredible. Click through rates jumped 25%, qualified leads quadrupled, and people spent 3 times longer on their landing pages. You can go to HubSpot.com to see how Breeze can help your business grow. All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is May 9th. I'm John Weigell here with Rob Litterst, and this is the Hustle Daily Show. Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, White Lotus, all these legendary shows or films are shot in different countries. These media properties and more have made traveling more enticing to Gen Z and millennial viewers, with some being credited for revitalizing tourism and bolstering global economies. So how did TV tourism do all of this? We're going to break that down, but first, let's give you the news in business and tech. Starting us off today, Amazon introduced Vulcan, a new AI warehouse robot with a sense of touch that does not sound terrifying at all. The company says Vulcan can pick up and stow about 75% of warehouse items, a task normally left to human workers. Vulcan can even maneuver goods inside storage compartments without causing any damage, so they have some soft touch to them. The bot is already working in Spokane, Washington, and Hamburg, Germany, where it's already processed about 500,000 orders so far. From there, we go to another big tech giant. Bill Gates vowed that he'll be giving away virtually all of his wealth through the Gates Foundation by 2045 before it ends for good. The foundation has given away $100 billion so far, and Gates estimates it will donate an additional $200 billion or more over the next 20 years. So, Rob, pretty big donations in the Gates Foundation, and this definitely goes against his prior plan of having it succeed his death.
Yeah, I think this is pretty awesome. I mean, I think billionaires, these guys get a lot of flack for not doing anything while they're on Earth, right? Like even the Giving Pledge, I think everybody really respects the idea behind that. But the idea is like, put some of that money to work right now rather than giving it all away 30 years down the line. Like people need help with it right now. I love that he's doing this. I love that he's making a push to accelerate his giving. I think in general, just, being willing to do that on a shorter timeline is only a good thing. And hopefully other billionaires will follow his lead.
Yeah. It also kind of makes sense because why would you wait to give away all of your money after you're dead?
Right.
If you're still here, you should see the fruits of your labor. You should be able to see people living better lives with the $200+ billion that you're giving.
100%.
So, yeah, I don't know why anybody would wait to have this foundation do things for 30 years instead of just run it down in the next 20,
Yeah. I mean, I thought like what Mackenzie Bezos was doing a couple years ago was really cool. She found a ton of different charities that were like really aligned with their values and started just kind of rapidly giving away the fortune from when her and Jeff Bezos got divorced. But she immediately put it to work. And I think like that was really refreshing and cool to see compared to the other option, which is, holding it for way too long until you die. Yeah.
Until you die and getting buried with it, essentially.
Exactly.
From there, we go to the internet. OnlyFans founder Tim Stokely is at it again with the creation of a brand new company. Stokely is launching Subs, a creator platform that aims to help creators of both adult and non-adult content build audiences more easily. He already built OnlyFans, and we all know how that's going. So we'll see what Subs does in the future. From there, we go to gaming. Sorry to all the gamers out there, but GTA 6 is pushed back yet again by developer Rockstar Games. Parent company Take-Two Interactive announced that the game is now eyeing a May 26, 2026 release instead of a fall 2025 release, as was previously said. Rob, there's been a lot of chatter about GTA 6 for the past few years, and it's been about over how many years since the last one? The last one came out in 2013, so by that math, 13 years maybe by the time this comes out.
Dude, that's crazy. Like, this is one of the only games that I actually used to play and love. I'm not a gamer, but GTA was just awesome. Like, I remember sleepovers in like 7th and 8th grade with my buddies where we would just be like up playing GTA for like 6 hours straight. And so much fun. I'm not a big gamer, but all I hear is that like all of the new generation are just playing a ton of video games.
Right.
And I think getting that experience right is super important. So I'm guessing these guys are just working on perfecting it And when it actually does drop, it's just going to be the sickest thing ever. So do your thing, Rockstar.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've been hearing about GTA 6 for many years now, and like it's had delay upon delay upon delay. So this is not really surprising, but I agree with you. You know, there's a lot of other games out there that you could play in anticipation for this one.
Dude, case in point, the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer hit 475 million views in its first day.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah. So people will buy it nonetheless. There are also rumors that they're going to charge a lot for it too, a lot more than a game's ever been charged for. So
sheesh.
We'll see what happens with that too. And finally here, Krispy Kreme has pumped the brakes on its partnership with McDonald's after a challenging year, to say the least, for both chains. Krispy Kreme lost 65% of its stock value in the last year, and it'll pause the arrangement meant to bring its donuts to 13,000 U.S. McDonald's locations by the end of 2026. So if you're at McDonald's, you ain't going to be getting no Krispy Kreme. You got to go to the storefront itself. Okay, look. Side hustles fail when they consume all of your time. I mean, every single bit of it. The pros, though, work smarter with AI doing all the heavy lifting. To help you out, we just dropped the Side Hustle Accelerator database. You can search your exact problem for your side hustle, grab the perfect prompt, and get results. If you're struggling with marketing, content, and customer service, it's all solved in just seconds. This isn't just another tool, guys. It's your unfair advantage in a spreadsheet. So stop asking AI the wrong questions and start scaling with what actually works. You can get it for free in the link in our show notes. And you can stop right now, actually. Why don't you take a look down at those show notes and tap the link? You don't want to sleep on this. Okay, speaking of going places, we're talking TV tourism today. Most recent example of this has got to be White Lotus Season 3 in Thailand. So this has been a big thing for a while, though. Rob, can we talk about TV tourism, what it is and how it's going?
Let's do it. It's a pretty simple concept. It's basically people plan their vacations based on what they've seen on the screen. Huge example of that. So White Lotus apparently spiked bookings at the Four Seasons resorts from Hawaii to Sicily to Thailand at 3 locations where they filmed each of the last 3 seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Making White Lotus tourism an actual thing. And it's totally unsurprising me. Like, if you've seen White Lotus, these resorts look amazing. Like, all of the hilarity and chaos that ensue is due to the characters, but the scene is incredible. And I think in each of those locations, it makes you really want to go to those resorts.
Yeah, you know, everything apart from the murder seems pretty great.
Exactly.
Season after season. So, yeah, it's a beautiful area, beautiful atmosphere. They've blown up 3 different locations thus far. So I'm excited to see where they go for season 4. But this has been going on for a long time, though. There's been a lot of this TV tourism happening for decades and decades. I think back to Game of Thrones all the time, actually. I went to Dubrovnik, Croatia a few years back, and they did a lot of the filming for King's Landing in Dubrovnik.
Love it.
Oh, yeah. So many places around the world have really kind of blown up because of their features on television.
So cool. Oh, okay. I'm looking at pictures of Dubrovnik right now, and this totally looks like Game of Thrones. That's amazing.
Checks out, right?
Oh, checks out. So it looks like White Lotus Season 4 is going to be in the French Alps. So if you want to get to the French Alps before the rush.
Ooh.
But the interesting thing here, John, is this isn't like a new thing. Like, it's not like White Lotus is the first place that's like bringing this on.
Right.
Some numbers behind this trend.
Let's get into it.
1 in 7 New Zealanders are employed in the tourism industry, in part because of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, makes sense.
Totally checks out. Like, would imagine Lord of the Rings fans are migrating in flocks. 3 in 5 Gen Z and millennial travelers say film and TV inspire where they travel.
That's so much.
That's the majority of travelers.
That's wild.
This isn't really traveling, but this is like a dining thing. 89% rise in nationwide beef sales following the bear's massive popularity.
Yeah.
Is the bear bringing beef back? That's so crazy.
Oh my God. I know the tourism is really big at the place where the bear is said to have been filmed, like the traditional beef in Chicago. That place has also got a lot of press, and also they had a microeconomy spring up over there. So not surprised at that too. Hey, yeah, tourism can even be domestic over here.
100%. All right, fun one for you. $95. That's the cost of a Breaking Bad RV tour in Albuquerque. That's actually a total bargain, and I would 100% do that.
That's such a bargain.
Breaking Bad was amazing.
Absolutely. So
going back to White Lotus, full circle here, $305,000. That is the media brand value of Gucci exposure on the White Lotus, according to a conservative estimate.
Wow.
They did give Gucci some press.
Their sales also haven't been doing too great the past few years, so this is great for them. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it would be bonkers for somebody to not want to participate in this trend, whether you're the person creating a show or you're the country that the show is being filmed in. It seems like it's becoming a lot more popular for films to be shot in different countries and different places, which is really funny because last week we just talked that Trump was putting a big tariff on films and TV shows that are shot outside of the United States.
Yeah.
But it seems right here the benefits might outweigh the problems because people are traveling to these countries that they see on TV, that they see in movies, and it's all about the immersion aspect. They want that kind of feeling of being on the TV show or movie that they love. And it's still going great for the countries, for hospitality industry, for the airline industry. Everybody's kind of reaping the benefits here.
I think there's so many shows that do this kind of inherently. Like I think of like diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh, yeah.
I literally have an app that tells me the closest triple D location to me whenever I'm in like a random city. I'm like, I want to go to like a good like Greasy Spoon or whatever.
Hell yeah.
I pull up the app and I've done it a few times and the results have been amazing. It's been such a good way to find good food.
Fantastic.
And then you think about like Tony Bourdain and his show and, you know, how much he drove tourism to all of these different places and restaurants. Chef's Table, and now Eva Longoria has this show about Spain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely a trend. And I think, you know, people see this stuff on TV and they want to go experience it in person. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And it's come to the point where a great way for a country to increase tourism is to heavily campaign for things to be shot there or make a show about their cuisine or anything like that. Yeah, we're really kind of in that global media age where they can get it out there and people can love it and then they'll visit.
100%.
It makes me want to go to Thailand again.
Agreed. I know I've never been, but I would love to go to Thailand.
People are really nice. It's a great time.
Got to get on my White Lotus kick, dude.
Yeah. Minus the murder, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for tuning into the Hustle Daily Show. We're a proud part of HubSpot Media. Our editor is Robert Hartwig, and our executive producer is Darren Clark. We've got a lot more tech and business coverage in our newsletter. If you're not subscribed, go sign up at thehustle.co/email and follow us on Instagram at The Hustle Daily. We will see you later. Building a business can be really lonely. That's why The Hustle is proud to be the lead sponsor of the 2025 OOO Summit in New York City this May. It's the flagship event built by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. You can join us for game-changing sessions from speakers like Andrew Yang, Ankur Nagpal, and Sahil Bloom, plus unmatched networking with fellow founders. The Hustle team will be there with exclusive merch and experiences that you won't find anywhere else, and you can click the link in the show notes and use code THEHUSTLE for $100 off your ticket. See you in New York.